When I think about dirt biking these days, I find myself in a quandary. It was speed that initially attracted me to it, although I was never really very fast. But these days I find myself going at a far more plodding rate, single track, trying to stay up on the pegs without touching down, balancing, clutch control, throttle control, and yes, occasionally, when I get really tired, leaning against a tree, get my breath back. I find it physically more taxing, this sort of riding. But nevertheless, I still have the visceral attraction of the speed. It's, as I said, visceral. But the single track keeps coming back. If I really want to challenge myself and improve my riding skills, slower is better. And as you can see, getting through the trees isn't always the easiest. Sometimes I literally can't get the handlebars through, and I'll be the first to admit that I've got to get my foot down more often than not in those situations. I'm not a trail rider. I'm not a trials bike rider. I'm a street rider turned to a dirt rider. But I'm trying to adapt, and the more I do it, the more fun I get out of this aspect of it, the actual trail and single track riding. And going slowly is physically taxing. You're bracing yourself. You're up on your legs the whole time. You're swinging the bike underneath you. You're up and down. You're moving around. You're having to control that clutch and that throttle. Every sinew, every fiber's working hard. But there's something else. It never ceases to amaze me how mentally taxing it is too. Did you see the bridge? Did you see how I was wobbling there? It reminds me of that man with Tourette's who was a surgeon in Canada. Whenever he got rolled up his sleeves, washed his hands and got ready for the operation, the tremor and the Tourette's completely disappeared, and his brain kicked in and he knew what he had to do. Well, it was like crossing that bridge back there. I was wobbling all over the place, but as soon as I got to the bridge, how's it as it happened? Dead still, straight over, didn't fall off. Focus on the other side. It's the mental game with this that really keeps me fixated on it. That after all is the challenge. Challenging yourself. Can you do it? Trying something new, getting better and better. That place you came off a few minutes ago? Ride it again. Can you stay up this time? And you know what? If you do come off, at these speeds, you're not damaging your bike, and you're unlikely to do too much damage to yourself. You live again, play another day. And the other side to single track is, it's relatively safe to ride by yourself. You're not going that fast. You can still get into trouble though, especially if you're going to try something steep, or something very unfamiliar and challenging. Best to do that with a partner, like I did a few weeks before this. I went through here with Ryan, a good friend of mine. My eyes were out on stalks. I had no idea where we were getting into. But coming back to it after that, knowing what was ahead, makes all the difference. And with a few practices later, I feel far more confident with it. I'm still stopping occasionally to take a look, make sure I don't go off the side. But I can tell you, as I came down here, in the distance, I could hear the Nationals going on at the Nanaimo racetrack. And they were flying around, having a great deal of fun. But I can't say they were actually having that much more fun than I was. And I was going a lot slower. Yeah, dirt biking. It's a mental game.